Cool, cool, cool. Trying to, it's like the only, the most prevalent voices here in the comment section of this particular channel, have been these two mega idiots. Now, they're still thinking, that I'm sending people that I haven't sent to do things that I never asked anybody to do. And because I am generally communicating with people who have short attention spans, who do not necessarily listen because they're too busy looking for tits or ass, depending on their preference or, hidden preference or whatever. People who still kind of have the wrong idea about what I am up to here. Now, let's see. Yeah, LG and his homies began to come under attack from Sirloin, and then whoever Sirloin could dig up, whoever's like deviant that Sirloin could dig up, some other people who like to play in their waist, or people who like to put their faces in other people's buttholes. Yeah, some more of those types. Or yeah, people who like to make up stories about people offering them sex, or people who like to make up stories about having sex with people, or people who have to stalk their own wives because their wives are lesbians who are dissatisfied with their sex lives. Yeah, yeah, those people. Yeah. So yeah, Sirloin and the people he can scrounge up have decided to blame me for the fact that Lawrence and his friends are, only too happy to flag your stupid asses, and oh yeah, and there's some guy who rubs his moves that bothers I Declare War also, who bothered William in some video. So it was mentioned that, oh, this person made a video about me, and he posted the link to the person's video about him. I sent that person a request for the Hangout. Well, not a request, just a link to the Hangout. I just put problem, question mark, link to the Hangout, so that if he had a problem, he could come discuss it with whoever that person is that he had a problem with, on my Hangout. And I'm an objective person. I think I even mentioned that to William too. I said, well, I'm objective. I have no idea what you guys are, going on about. So if you want like a moderator, I'll send the guy an invite. Maybe he wants to come in, talk about his problem. Fuck you, bitch. You're blocked, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine, fine, fine. Next thing you know, the guy's mentioning me in the video. Oh, all your friends, blah, 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 and that genie bitch, right? Then, okay, I get another link, right? I get this link to a Hangout. I show up at the Hangout. Turns out during the Hangout, Jay Jeezy and some other friend of his are flagging this dude. And I'm like, oh, interesting. Okay, well, look at you guys just getting at it. Because, Sirloin was sitting there talking about, I'm going to start a flag party. I'm on my way to a flag party, So Sirloin, said he was on his way to his flag party, and then it turned out that, it just took from, I don't know, I'm just like, you guys are slow. I will make a video about your mama. Okay, well, go ahead and post it then. Like, why all of, like, the prefacing and the heads up? Like, do what you, these guys need permission to do things too much, even if it is, like, delusional permission, like telling themselves that the reason why they're doing this assholish thing is because of another person's behavior is just ridiculous to me. These guys do what they do because they want to do what they're doing. That's that. Simple. Simple as that. They'll say that black women are the reason. They'll say that white men are the reason. They'll say that black men are the reason and white women are the reason. They'll say that these nerds are the reason. They'll say that these hood rats are the reason. They'll say that the church is the reason. The schools are the reason. Everybody else is the reason why you do the stupid things that you do. Okay. That is some people's decision. Deflection is their ultimate decision in all things. Instead of dealing with how disgusting they are, they want to try and put it off on you that the reason why they're so disgusting is because your fault. Silly. So anyway, yeah, like I said before, and I will repeat, because I'm dealing with slow people. I'm also dealing with people who are not so slow on the uptake, but who don't really listen, like these kids. I said, ignore that creature completely, unless you just want to use him for a punching bag. But using him for a punching bag does not equate flagging him and then getting upset when he threatens to flag you, or doing this sort of like, I'm done with him, I'm done with him. Well, no, never mind, I'm going to make this video. No, I'm done, never mind, I'm going to make this video. You either do it or you don't do it. Now, I've had, channel after channel shut down because of people not playing fair with the flagging shit. I have not been a person who has not played fair with the flagging shit. The one person I have flagged to this day has been Turtleface. And that was in a concerted experimental flagging effort. It wasn't even like specific. It wasn't personal. It was just like people getting together to see if we could, effectively, we were testing the system really, like, what does he do? Is he doing anything different than this? Oh, no, that's exactly what he's doing. Okay, so it only takes about this many people to get a video down. That's not many people. He claims that he has these droves of people coming to flag on his behalf, but that's not the case. It just takes one successful flag to land. So if you put up flaggable content, then you can possibly get flagged down. Now, the first time I got flagged down, I didn't expect it. Anytime after that, I totally expected it because I put up content that made people afraid and nervous about other people seeing it. Now, that didn't stop anything. I just moved the content to other places on the web. And I became more diligent about making that content available. It was like, oh, okay, you're going to flag these videos off YouTube, huh? All right, that means I have to go to each individual person that you bother and make sure that they have this information. See, there's no winning with me. There's no winning with me, especially if I am engaging in the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't really wager bets that I can't win. I like to play games that I can win. Roulette is one of my favorite games in Vegas. I'm really, really good at it. So I'm not really put off by people who are repetitive, lacking in imagination. They're making threats that take forever to follow up with. Not put off by these people. You want to take a channel? Take it. I'll open another one, and you'll be on it. You'll be on it like white on rice, like brown on rice, right? So, yeah, like I was saying, the mood rubbing guy, he saw, that I stepped into the JGZ hangout that was a flagathon, and I was like, oh, okay, I see you guys got your flag party started quickly, Well, this is how you do it. If Sir Lawrence over here talking, yak, 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 but he doesn't have the balls that you kids have to go ahead and do this live hangout where you're just like, boom, I'm flagging this one, and boom, I'm flagging this one. I mean, he's talking all that gang, but it took forever for him to get other people's videos down. Now he's talking about paying money to hack or I don't know. Whatever time he wants to spend hacking people, that's cool. I would rather spend my time doing things that I enjoy doing, Like, I like making memes, especially when they're based on some truth, too. Like, that's just funny to me. I love that, I love that life can be so much funnier than the shit that people make up. So, let's see. Yeah, the moob rubbing guy. He decided to say, oh, that genie bitch started them up. Like, these kids got together, did their hangout, sent me a link to the hangout. I went to the hangout, talked to them a couple minutes, found out what was going on, and was like, okay, well, I gotta go. Because I wasn't about to sit there and do no flag party on somebody. When I asked, so who are you talking about? Oh, that guy. Is that guy who's talking about William? Oh, yeah, is his channel gone? Asking questions doesn't mean that I am participating in what they're doing. But what did this fool go do? Go talk to other people going, yeah, that genie bitch over there, and then motherfucking bitch out there, and they flagging, and she got them started. Because Genie's the freaking puppet master. Nobody listens to Genie. Genie, you ugly bitch. Nobody listens to you. Why y'all listening to Genie? Why y'all doing what she say? Why y'all following her? You two-headed little creature. Like, some of you guys are two-headed, and some of you have several heads. Yes, like the Hydra. You just really are really confused and upset with your lives. So, yeah, this person's over here in the comment section. He's thinking that I think there's something that he wants, and he needs to just come right out and say it. Like, he doesn't seem to be very good at being honest with himself about what he wants. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do a little live live reenactment of these comments as a conversation. Okay? Jemima Mouse Assy. This bitch is so ugly she would have to pay me to fuck her. Genie Hangouts. Thank you so much. The last thing I'm trying to do is attract an unfortunate-looking anal rapist with a diseased acorn who plays in this pee-pee. Anything else? And I blocked him because, he's just, I don't know. Sirloin tries to have a little imagination, and I think that Sirloin does have certain boundaries that, Jemima Mouse Assy doesn't seem to have. That, it just makes it so that, yeah, I'll give some semblance of a human being a fighting chance in to be reasonable, with me. But so far, yeah, I started this because this is not a reasonable conversation. It's just, it devolves into bullshit and, genitals and, okay, so let's see. Yeah, this bitch is so, da, da, da. I said, thank you so much. So, so since I blocked Jemima Mouse Assy, here comes Sirloin with, at least you're not as ugly as her mom. Jeannie Hangouts. Gosh, you guys, thank you so much. I consider it a privilege to be repulsive to the likes of you. Really, I do. Keep those compliments flowing. Kevin Smith. What did you think of the golden shower that Jemima Mouse Assy gave your mom? Jeannie Hangouts. You mean, what did I think of Captain Anal Rape playing in his urine? I thought, cool, they're so afraid of women, even dead women, that it makes them pee on themselves like nervous little dogs. Kevin said, you're so pretentious and ugly. Jeannie said, ugly to you is beautiful to me. What a nice day this has been. You still mad, bro? Sirloin replies, no, flagging videos made me feel good. And Jeannie says, congrats on those impressive goals. Sirloin says, your goal is to be a coon. And Jeannie says a butt-munching liar who publicizes his high-pitched screams in traffic about his fear of sissies. Apparently you like to think words mean other things than what they really mean. So be it. Do you need any more help? So Sirloin says, tell me how you became an Uncle Tom. And I said, once again, you really should take an English course. It's hard to understand you when you keep typing nonsense. Are your poor communication skills the thing that makes you so butt-chompingly angry that you're trying to entice people into murderous feelings toward you? Or is it just your closet homosexuality that makes you scream in traffic? So, as you can see, this is a nowhere conversation. It just devolves into insults. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't help anything. What black community is being helped? And they certainly don't deter me from making videos. Like, I still make videos. I make whatever videos I want to make. I make videos for myself. I make videos for my friends. I post videos all over the place. I post videos in places that they know they are. I post videos in places that you guys have no idea where they are. Same thing with, pictures, online activity, interactions. There's all kinds of places on the web that, I am present. So it's not like I'm running off the web. So, that's not the goal. Let's see. Hubby suggested they just want you to talk to them. They just want you to look at them. And I've tried to say this before, to TRS, I've said, look, Tyrone, there are people who are calling just because you're here. All right. And I don't know if it was his ego that couldn't take that, or if it was just like, he just was not seeing that from that angle. But there are some people who will just contact you just because you're there, like you're just there. And so they just wanna talk to you. Let's see. Da, 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 da. See, yeah, I'm seeing something here that has nothing to do with me, and if anything comes of it, I will certainly be the person that is looked to. I don't know, maybe because it's easier than dealing with the truth of the situation, dealing with the fact that a bunch of sissies whooped you. You'd rather think that Jeannie has magical powers. I mean, is that supposed to be better? Do you believe that either sissies are whooping you into a frenzy, into a frothing, screaming in traffic, playing in your urine frenzy, or a bunch of sissies, it's a bunch of sissies, or I'm sorry, did I say sissies first? It's sissies that are doing this, or it's some ugly old bitch, this ugly old worthless bitch that nobody listens to, who's worth nothing, like she's nothing, she's nobody. And yet, she is the puppet master for scary sissies everywhere, right? It's so funny. These guys like to go on and on and on about, cooning and Uncle Tom's. and then they act like complete buffoons on camera and completely make a very bad commercial for humans, men, let alone what their race is, by screaming about things that aren't true, don't exist, and don't matter, wasting time pushing people for no apparent reason other than to be annoying. They uh, talk about like impossible sexual situations that don't happen, can't happen, and won't happen. Telling a whole bunch of guys that they're trying to suck their dick, asking a whole bunch of guys to suck their dicks, and then calling those guys gay. Like it is so sad. It's so sad. And I do understand that living inside of such a sad carcass must be really difficult. Like it must make you really angry. It makes you want to lash out at everything. I don't know. I'd rather direct my anger to a worthy source. I'd rather use like energy like that. Like certainly, I get angry about things, but I get angry about clitoral excision. I get angry about people, civil rights and civil liberties being violated. I do get angry about anyone being discriminated against or disrespected or mistreated because of things that have nothing to do with their character. Um, when that is done in any sort of systematic manner or concerted manner, that makes me angry. So it's like, the dudes coming along and deciding to say ugly things to me, I'm healthy enough to process what's going on. I see like, okay, well, this is all the ugliness is coming out of you, creature. I mean, you're trying to put it onto me, but all the ugliness that you're speaking of is coming out of you. It's in your mouth. You're the one chewing on that. You're the one coursing with that. You're the one swallowing that. You're the one, playing in filth. You're the one talking about eating filth. You're the one simulating eating filth. That's, the filth thing and the dirty and the ugly and all of that you're trying to put on everybody else is you. It's clearly yours to behold. Like I'm healthy enough to see that. I understand everybody isn't necessarily emotionally healthy. Everybody doesn't have the ability to just let, water off a duck's back when it comes to the insults of people who are clearly like screaming at you because they're hurting. They need you to take some of this pain because they're coursing with it. It's so bad. Like Sirloin said, he was going to speak so poorly about my mother, who can't hear his bullshit and doesn't care about it. Like, this wasted energy thing. He's going to put all this energy into speaking so poorly, rack his little teeny brain to try and come up with some really mean insults for my mother that are so bad that they're going to make my family want to come kill him. And I'm like, your closet homosexuality enrages you so much that you want people to come and kill you. Damn. That's a horrible way to live. That's turtle face. That's turtle face, and you are Tammy Stan, you are, number 5. You're clone number 5. You're very close to being him. Some people who've listened are further away from being him. There's some people who are completely disconnected, from his little matrix, And it's still, it's ever rotating group of about 12 at a time, that seem to sit at the table with Turtleface and, ingest the same poison and keep going over the same sickness and vomiting up the same stuff and eating it again. They're just all so full of hatred for who they are and wanting to project that onto everyone else. So, they don't last long because they eventually understand that the rhetoric is repetitive and ridiculous. It's just not fun anymore, Or sometimes they actually do have some sort of, I don't know, just a revelation that it's not going anywhere. Like there's the ones that need to be entertained, and then there's the ones that were like, you know what, I thought that something was happening here, but nothing's really happening here. I can't, deal with this guy anymore. Like those guys who were supposedly going to work with him. TRS put out a video about some dudes who were going to work with Turtleface, and then Turtleface said something. He made a promise to the guy about something, broke the promise to the guy, and then they completely were like, okay, let's not work with this person no matter what, or, we don't want this working thing to happen. It looks a little funny because it seems like, some people are suggesting that they didn't want to work with him anymore just because the money deal went sour, just because, he changed his mind and proved to be flaky and unreliable. There are other people, these same people, they're saying like, okay, would he have just, would they have just worked with him regardless on his stupid project? One of the guys was saying, I didn't want to work with Turtleface. The other guy was saying, yeah. But anyway, yeah, same thing, same stuff. The turtle and the loin and the low aptitude, Captain Anal Rape, yeah, Mr. Yellow Springs, who else? Minty Wood Chips, yeah, all similar in that they have this glaring, questionable sexuality about them. They're not comfortable in their skin, so they have to try to make other people uncomfortable in theirs as well. Misery loves company, misery loves company, cliche, old as day, true as the sunrise. Like, it's sad when you're like that upset with life and that upset with everyone around you and everything around you, and your psychosis is constantly coursing in your brain to the point where everybody you look at is your enemy. These guys like live with that psychosis, and they feel the need to spread it and try to find somebody to help them with it. So when they find each other, they stick together and they support each other. I'm going to say this again because I'm dealing with slow folks, that this activity is not the norm. That's why people pull out their camera and yell "World Star" when they see a couple of people going at each other like animals, because that is not what we normally see or expect or want when we interact with each other. Even the scum of the earth kind of wants to chill at the end of the day. Whether or not they've done the work throughout the day with their hands or their spirit or their mind, their body, soul, whatever, to get to sleep in peace at the end of the day is another story. But pretty much everybody wants that at the end of the day, right? To feel some sense of accomplishment and some sense of being appreciated for the space that they're in. So, yeah, dealing with these guys that, they kind of have to support each other in this sickness, in this threatening 13-year-old boys with choking them out and, threatening to insult dead women to try and, run women off the internet. I don't know what that was about. Like, I don't know if that was to just illustrate how disgusting you are, because that's what it did for me. Like, illustrate how disgusting you are. But, like, what's your goal on the other end? Like, did you think I was going to, like, yell or scream, cry, get you arrested? Like, Sirloin was saying, I'm going to make you so mad that your family's going to want to come and kill me. Like, you want to die? Like, is that what it is? Like, you're trying to actually saddle me with it? Yeah, punk? Do it yourself, Like, no. It's not my responsibility to take you out of your misery. It's not my responsibility to put you in it, That's something that you do yourself. You seem to like it there, and, well, you seem to be comfortable there. You don't really seem to like it, but yeah, you guys seem to be comfortable in your misery. So, I don't know, just be that, stop being such cowards about the fact that you're deviant assholes, you're sexually deviant assholes. Just be that. Stop trying to make excuses for that. And find yourself a good local dungeon so you can exercise all of your fantasies. Scrape up some change. Like, you're going to spend $1,000 to go bother some kids. Why don't you spend $1,000 to go visit a Wheel of Pain, and you can say all the crazy, stupid shit, while some tranny is spinning you around in a circle and, throwing darts at your balls or whatever weird shit you guys want. You guys seem to, like, want to be in pain a lot, or you're used to pain. Like, you're used to negative interactions. You're used to being insulted, maybe being yelled at. Again, I think this first series of videos has been on, just recognizing what's in front of me. These guys kind of, as I said, speak their psychosis. I'm thinking that the ones who talk about anal rape all the time have been anally raped. I'm thinking the ones that talk about suck my dick all the time have messed around with dudes. I'm thinking that the dudes that are saying so-and-so tried to do this to me, so-and-so tried to do this to me, maybe somebody made them do that at a time where they felt vulnerable and should have been protected or something. Like, that's all I can think with these guys, like constantly, every day, they can't get through a day without like extreme fits that involve deviant sexual descriptions. Um, and they'll use you as an excuse, they'll use you as an excuse. But I've seen them go around, like, oh yeah, Jeannie, bitch, you don't care about black people, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm going to proceed to go and talk about these 30 black people like dogs and call them all kinds of ugly ass niggas and stupid ass niggas and punk ass niggas and bitch ass niggas. But Jeannie, you hate black people. I've never called anybody any blank ass nigga, on here. I may have thrown out a nigga please, and I even think that was visual. That was like a visual gag underneath me in a picture of me and Craig Ferguson up at my friend's club, our friend's club. We are not friends, but we have a mutual friend. So, yeah, I really see through it. Helping these guys, get to the point, get to actually express, what their truth is, stop placing, get rid of the middleman, get rid of the scapegoat, just admit like whatever your deal is. Like, you're a filthy human being, you're a disgusting human being, you're an angry human being, you're not very smart. So that's got to be frustrating, and you need to talk about it if you want to get better. I think that the behavior is a cry for help. I can't help but think that, just being the person that I am, repeat, I am the antithesis. I am the not what they are. So for them to come into my atmosphere, especially after I've had, such a long history on this site, knowing that other places in YouTube, YouTube isn't like this, it's only like this in specific corners and for specific reasons. Yes, I needed, to have that experience in order to come into this experience and be of any help. Because if it had always been like that from the beginning, maybe I would not have been as quickly able to identify what is so, what doesn't add up about the situation, the things that were just obviously not sensible. They didn't make sense. It was obvious right off the bat that Turtleface was mega freaking trolling. What took a little Googling was, finding out that he was like a mega freaking sociopath. It was obvious that he was trolling because, well, it was obvious, 6 years, no trolling. Comment to that guy, all of a sudden I'm getting and so that was obvious. So I think that it's important. I think it's important in the, in the communication here. We're trying to make sense out of some of this bullshit, right? We're trying to come to some reasonable communication as human beings together, regardless of our tribes, regardless of our colors, regardless of our orientations and genders. We are constantly, every day, trying to come to some reason here between our good and evil, our light and dark, our up and down, our left and right, whatever, harmony. You know what, speaking of harmony, and this is like not a sensible segue, but eHarmony, okay? This is YouTube and it's not eHarmony. So I think that you guys need to go to eHarmony or blackpeoplemeet.com or, wherever it is that the dating sites are. There's also, there's porn sites, there's chats, where you guys can get into all of that speak of body parts and fluids. You guys can find places to have those outlets so that when you come here to like YouTube, a place for just like videos, not a place for like a million thirsty trolls or one person pretending to be 100 thirsty trolls or thirsty trolls with faces to, troll, stalk, like it can be something else. We can evolve, you can find something else to do besides, dig in your crotch all day and show it to people, I've actually seen 3 people's penises now that I did not ask to see on this here YouTube. Like, why? Y'all don't know that there's sites for that? There's a million dicks on YouTube, but they're in other places. Like, I mean, not on YouTube. There's a million dicks online. Sorry, but go to other places online. Like YouTube. I thought YouTube was not a place for dicks. See, when I come to YouTube, I don't come to YouTube for dicks or Facebook. I didn't think Facebook was a place for dicks. So I don't go there for those reasons. And the dick areas of YouTube, why do I keep saying this? Oh my God, is YouTube really turning into a dick site? Is this what's happening? Are you guys helping me to accept this? Are you guys helping me? But no, other places on the web where it's dickomania. If you want to go and visit those places, you can go and visit those places. If I wanted to be hanging out in those places instead of, on the places that I am on the web, then that's where I'd be. Um, yeah, I think that the best thing to do for people dealing with people like this is to, call it for what it is and get on with your day. Because, that's what I'm doing. Calling it for what it is, getting on with my day. I think they want a fiercer reaction than that, and simply not inspired. I don't know. They're not creative enough. They're not creative enough. Turtleface wasn't even creative enough. He just gotten a serious mad head start. So, yeah, he wouldn't even have my attention because it's just so repetitive. Just black bitches, whores, whores, and whores, and whores, 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 dicks, and asses, and sissies, faggots, sissy faggots. Is that how you sleep, Sirloin? He's just like, sissies, faggots. I can't take you guys seriously. I really can't. Okay, anyway. I will, I'm going to post this link in just one place. I don't really think that there's anybody who needs to communicate with me at the moment, but just in case, I'll throw a link up in JT Riley. Why not? Everybody who knows anything about this situation who matters to me at all knows where that group is. Let's see. And let's go to the page I have for communicating in the JT Riley group that is separate from, because these trolls, they be busy. Who do you want to share this? Skip that. Okay. All right. Doodly do. I'm putting a link right here. Dot, 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 dot. And I say, blah. There we go. All right. So, yeah, don't think anybody needs to say much. I will, check and see if poor Sirloin is still trying to, I don't know what the hell. I don't know what he wants in his life today. He said he felt better, but I don't think he does feel better, because he's still over here trying to get ugly old bitches to talk to him. Okay, so he's done for the day. Yeah, I figured, I don't know, they kind of don't, oh, there we go. They kind of don't really, they don't have the gumption to really stick around for a fair fight. They always want it to be dirty. For instance, they'll stay screaming on low aptitudes hangouts and stuff, but they can't, they'll rage quit on someone else's when, the conversation is, driven to be a little bit more reasonable, when people are supposed to have a more, when people are gathering and speaking sensibly, that's boring to them. They want to have the mega reaction. Sirloin has said before that, I need some entertainment while I'm on this boat, that he's just bored. His life in general is boring, and he finds trolling to be entertaining. But he's a bad troll, because you're not supposed to show your face when you do this, or put up your phone number, or put up, the dumb. This is the thing that still perplexes me. I can see through all the issues, I can see all that. The thing that still makes me wonder is he as stupid as he sounds and looks and behaves? Is he as stupid? Or is he just putting on the stupid act so that people will pity him and give him some attention and some time of day? I don't know. He seems to want to be liked a whole lot, you know. That failed attempt at comedy really spoke a lot, you know, from his body language all the way up to the performance, yes, and then the trying to speak himself out of whatever, what a tragic display that was, you know, like most people don't have the ball. Like, oh, I'm sorry, no, 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 no. I know lots of people. You can't swing a dead cat around here without hitting some people who have no fear about stepping up on the stage around here. So, you know, maybe on the docks, on the shore, in the hole in the wall where you're going, there are people who are afraid to perform. I don't know. I would have liked to see some of the other acts that night. Did anybody else, you know, get the cane, or were you the person that sucked the most? That's what you get for saying that you were going to go and try to steal Tammy's jokes. You know, he ain't funny. So, anyway, guys, yeah, I think that the best thing is to ignore or to treat like punching bags. That means use these people to make you stronger. You know, like, I'm getting my meme game is off the hook. You know, my Photoshop is quick right now. And I owe some of that to my very disgusting, very persistent trolls, you know. Also, yeah, I'm editing. You know, they've helped me with my editing, helped me get a little quicker, you know, when I need to say something fast. You know, they're making these 10, 15-minute, 20-minute ranting, raving, high blood pressure, screaming in traffic, you know, little movies for me, and I'm giving them these, like, you know, minute and a half, 2-minute responses just so we can get to the point, you know, keep the ball rolling. Let's just get to the point. Let's just get to the reality of the situation. You know, what do you really, really want, troll? Because troll is troll. You know, troll is troll. You want success. You do. You want success. Troll does not feel successful. Oh. And I'm not helping. I don't really help. I don't help troll. I don't make them. I don't help them feel successful. I don't give them what they want. What would make you feel successful, trolls? Would you like for me to yell and scream? Do you want me to? Would you like it if it were like true? All the things that you said about me. Like, would you prefer it if I actually did have some sort of unreasonable disdain for black men for some inane, stupid reason? Would that make you comfortable? Would that make you feel good? I'm sorry, I can't give you that. God, do they need me to care about their opinions of my hair and eyes and nose and cheeks and forehead and chin and teeth and lips and neck and back, my neck and my back? Do I need, you know, to go, oh, you don't think I'm pretty? You don't think I'm pretty? Oh my God, you don't think I'm pretty? Oh my God, I should have beautiful tire tracks across my face like you. No. And that's not a color reference. That's like y'all look rant over trying to call somebody ugly. There's a troop of rant over looking guys that like to run around telling chicks that they're ugly. Chicks that have no desire to, like, line up in a beauty contest for them. You know, like, I don't remember any of the chicks that these guys are running around, you know, yelling and screaming about, saying, hey, fella, you know, I like you, wink, wink, give me a call. No, you ugly bitch. You know, that would be reasonable. You know, if I made some videos going, hey, guys, hey, you know what? You know what I like? I like closet homosexuals who scream about dicks all day. I am so turned on by guys who don't have the guts to just be some real life sissies to the point where they have to accuse that in other men all day, you know. I didn't do that. I didn't make any videos saying, hey, closet cases over here, you angry fuckers who think of any excuse to call a black woman a bitch today. Come over here, I want some. I didn't give you none of that. I didn't give you any such hope, no such reason to think that, you know, that you should, you know, find your assessment of what I'm working with to be valid, or to, I don't know, mean anything, to change anything. You know, it just kind of doesn't. I don't know. I mean, I'm old. I'm old. Don't you know I'm old, fella? I'm an old lady. You know, I've lived a long time. I've received many a compliment back in my day when I was a young whippersnapper. I mean, you know, I'm not I'm not gonna I'm not gonna crumble from a couple of insults from a couple of guys that like to play in your pee and eat other people's anal contents. Are you guys getting that? Like, why don't you get that? That's what I'm saying. I'm back on that bridge, back on that fence again. Like, are they stupid? Not sure if as stupid as looks, sounds, acts. Not quite sure because on one hand you said you rape men, and then you called this guy a sissy who has a girlfriend. You threaten to rape men, but you said that these other guys who have never met you tried to suck your dick, and that makes them gay. You must be stupid. Are you impossibly stupid? I mean, you can string a few syllables together. Yeah, you gotta be. Okay, let's move on to, wait. Yeah. Okay, Yellow Springs. Captain Anal Rape. Okay. He says, I think I mentioned this yesterday, but I mean, this one really, this one really cracked me up. This one was just like, okay. He said, I hope your daughter dies. And I said, one day she will, as will yours. She's fortunately mine. Yours is unfortunately yours. What else you want? What else you got? My daughter's 100% black. Yours is half nigger bitch. Okay, so you're saying okay, you're saying that are you saying that the thing that makes my daughter a bitch to you is her white half, right? But the part you insulted was the part that was supposedly the better half, the quote nigger part of her. Okay, so she's a nigger bitch. So does that mean that your child is 100% nigger bitch in your eyes? And then okay, and then he said I'm a honky lover, right? And then he called himself the dirtiest nigga on YouTube. So is that what he wants to be called? Like, is that a t-shirt he wants to wear so that if a white person were to walk up to him and say, oh yes, oh that's right, Jemima Mouth Assy, nice to meet you,